Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So today, guys, we're going to be reviewing the movie The United States versus Billie Holiday. This is a drama music movie, and here is a summary. The Federal Bureau of Narcotics launches an undercover sting operation against jazz singer Billie Holiday.
So I immediately, when I first saw the trailer for this film, I knew I wanted to watch it. I just thought it was interesting. Just her story and everything about her was definitely something interesting. So the trailer itself definitely brought me in. And then even when I was in California last year, seeing the billboards of this actual film everywhere was definitely just kind of fuel on the fire, making sure that I watched it. So it was definitely dope. So I gave this film a 4 out of 5. It was interesting. It was definitely one of those movies that I learned. I love when I learn about a musician, especially, and kind of just seeing some of the stuff that it was going through. I think it's interesting, and I know something that we talked about as far as like it seemed like so many people that are talented, they had to go through so much just to get there. So yeah, so just the story about Billie Holiday was interesting. So let me get into my pros and my cons. So my first pro is, like I said, is a movie about a musician, and I am a musician, so of course I'm going to support and show love. So I love that. I love music, and I love that it was about a musician. My second pro was Strange Fruit, the song Strange Fruit. Hearing that song was amazing because I first heard it from Kanye West, who I knew that he sampled Nina Simone, who I thought was the originator of that song, but the whole time she just sung a cover, and the song is actually Billie Holiday. So, and then just hearing her sing it in the film, you can just tell how she like this is her song. Like regardless of how many other versions of it, you can just tell how her stamp is on this song. So it was dope hearing the original version of it, because I had never heard it. The next pro I have is her standing up for herself against the government. We know, especially back in that time frame, don't matter if you're still, you're wealthy or you're well known. Especially in that time frame where it was still a lot of discrimination going on. They was literally out to get her throughout this whole film, especially when it came to performing that song. It's just like they did not want that song to be performed. And I like how she stood up for herself and she still performed that song regardless of what was happening. My last pro, which should honestly be my first pro, is Andre Day, the actor who plays Billie Holiday. I thought she did an amazing job. Like it got to the point where I literally thought she was Billie Holiday. Like that's how amazing of a job I thought it was when it came to her acting. And we talked about it before. I mean, after I literally thought she was related to Eartha Kitt. If you don't know Eartha Kitt, she's a amazing actress from back in the day. If you ever watched the movie Holes, she's Madame Zeroni. So yeah, she's done a lot of amazing films. But yeah, Andre Day looks exactly like her. At least I feel like if they did a biopic or something, I think she should be runner up to play that part. So my cons, the first con, of course, I didn't like how she used drugs. I'm not trying to say, I get it. Some people are drug addicts. They go through things, but that was one of the things that was kind of throwing me off. Especially, I don't like needles. So, and once again, this is her life, so not to try to judge her anyway. But it was kind of difficult watching that standpoint. And I was the same way when I watched the Ray Charles movie. It was just like, didn't really care to see that part. And she was definitely like, on these drugs. My next con is I didn't like how this film, and once again, it doesn't say anything about her and her character, but I just didn't like how this film was kind of similar to the Judas and the Black Messiah, where once again the government used a black person to take another black person down. I didn't like that. I thought it was corny, and on top of that, but once again, this is true stuff that's happening, so it just shows you that was kind of the methods for a lot of people that were in power or, they had some type of influence. The government, if they didn't like it, they would send in our own people to take us down. And the last con I have for this film was the funeral for her dog. I just thought that was just so weird. Once again, seeing that, I just don't know why they added that part in there because it was just like it wasn't like throughout the whole film we saw her attached to this dog. It was just like randomly just put on our face, oh, she's at a funeral for a dog, and then once again they brushed over it. So that would be my last con. But once again, since it's a music movie and I feel like she did an amazing job, I give this film a 4 out of 5.
Yeah, I agree. I gave this film a 4 out of 5 as well. I didn't really know much about her before we watched this, and I didn't really think I would like the movie as much as I did, but it was a pretty good movie. I love love her voice. It's very raspy. I just love like a
Yeah.
raspy voice. And she can sing really, really well. So I really like her voice. I liked how she wanted to integrate her audience at her shows. She wanted everybody sitting together. And the song, how she talked about it was just really important for her to sing because it was about human rights and what was going on. But a lot of people around her did not want her to sing it because it kept getting her in trouble. Her manager, her husband, like a lot of people did not want her to sing it. And I think it was crazy how the FBI, they felt like she was a threat.
Yeah.
They felt like her lyrics provoked people and they knew she wouldn't stop singing it. So they was basically just trying to find ways they couldn't arrest her. And they was like, because they couldn't keep her or arrest her for singing, they went after her because she was a drug addict. So they was trying to get her on drug charges. But it was just crazy how far they went to take her down. Like she's
Yeah.
literally just singing a song and they were
That's it.
like, no, we're trying to take her down. Like literally at one of her shows, it was the whole police force
Yeah,
standing at
extra.
the back of her show and they was like, you better not sing the song. And she started singing the
Start singing.
song.
That's why I
And
was
so
like,
they
yeah,
came up
savage.
there and arrested her. But I really liked at the end of the movie, I mean, even though she was in the hospital dying of liver failure, but there was an agent next to her bed still trying to, this woman is on her deathbed, he's still trying to arrest
Yeah.
her. And she tells him like, your grandkids are going to be singing Strange Fruit one day. And that was just so cool because
Yeah,
literally it's a popular song. Like, you know, people still talk about it, still sing it and stuff like that.
still use it. Like I
Use
said,
it for samples.
Kanye West.
And it's crazy that she told him that and it's like true.
It's
And
true.
she was literally on her deathbed.
Yeah.
Yeah, all in all, it was a good movie and I give it a 4.
Definitely, definitely. So, once again, not only if you are a fan of history, but if you're a fan of music and just good movies, I would definitely recommend watching this film. Just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a blessed one.